gang, oh.
That's it right now, T-Now.
Lil Pump, yeah. Gucci gang, oh. Yeah.
Big head on the beat.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spread thin racks on new chain. My love Duke. Ooh, I fuck a bitch, I forgot name. I can't buy where the rain. Rather go and buy ball mains. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Mostly when I got here, it started in high school, kind of later on in the spring, and it started kind of really, what's the word? It started expanding really quickly. You'll see more and more people juuling on the streets, in classes. It's pretty easy, it's convenient. People like it, it gives you a quick head rush. I don't have one, not a huge jeweler, but I definitely see the value and why people like it. It's like addictive. You just want to keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, so I can see why that's something college students love.
Well, I started getting into jeweling when it first came out, only because I had a vape at the time, and all of my friends were like, oh, look at this, I have a Juul, get a Juul, and I wasn't really into it, because I vaped. I thought it was absurd, like so much nicotine, all that stuff, and then over time, I started hitting their Juuls. I lost my vape and decided to buy one.
I started jeweling in college. Well, I actually got my first Juul in college. In high school, a few people had them, so we kind of just used theirs every once in a while. I only Juul when I'm drunk because it's fun, but I don't when I'm sober. And I got one that I share with my roommate just because I guess everyone else had one, so it was easier to have our own. I do not use any other form of nicotine. I don't respect cigarettes, even though I did realize that one pod was the equivalent of one pack of cigs, which is kind of bad. But I still do not smoke cigarettes at all.
So, you gotta love the Juul, every morning you wake up having a slow morning, nothing better than a nice Juul to the face, gotta get that train moving, gotta get out of bed, gotta get to class, get moving. Juul is great, getting everyone hyped up for the day, nothing better, nothing better.
So I got a Juul. It's been like 3 years now, I guess, 2.5 years. I've had it for quite a while. I've gone through at least 6 of them. I sold it at one point because I didn't want it anymore, but then I bought another one. So I've been jeweling for quite a while. I've yet to run into any interesting problems with it, health-wise. I was actually looking into the chemicals they use in the Juul pods, and I was surprised it doesn't have diacetyl, which creates popcorn lungs, so I have no issue with jeweling.
All my friends are jeweling, probably like 99%, all just ripping Juuls for days.
I think Juul has become an extremely big social aspect. I think that you start talking to people just by asking them if you can use their Juul, which is kind of sad. But I think once I got to college, a lot more people were using Juul than they were in high school.
If you don't want to smoke, smoking's it's a hassle. You gotta it smells bad. Some people don't think it looks weird with Juul. It's nice, it's easy, it's quick. Keep it in your pocket all day.
So I actually had a month where I smoked cigarettes in the past, and I started jeweling and stopped completely. In the beginning of this year, when you were at parties and stuff, sometimes you'll smoke a cigarette here and there, but I completely stopped because of this. They taste awful now. It's not the same as jeweling.
But some people that I know have never smoked, but they just try the Juul and they just get addicted to it.
I definitely think this is a gateway to smoking cigarettes, because before jeweling or vaping or any of that, I was completely against cigarettes, completely against nicotine. I got my entire family to quit. I would never smoke one, and then I'd be at parties now and I don't have a Juul, so I'll probably smoke a cig. I think it's really bad for our youth, only because there are flavors like fruit and mango and stuff, and young kids are getting into it. I remember I actually visited my middle school for the first time in a while when I came home this past break, and I went to the bathroom and there was 7th grade kids hitting Juuls in the bathroom. So it's becoming an epidemic, but no one really knows about it apparently.
Yeah. Oh. Gucci gang. Oh.
That's it right now, T-Now.
Lil Pump. Yeah. Gucci gang. Oh, yeah.
Big head on the beat.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.